Grows, engines sing, the tires cry, every turn another try. Side by side, we share the track, pushing hard, but we've got each other's back. Respect the fight, play it clean, fair hearts fuel this racing dream. Lap after lap, I'm feeling the drive, breathing the heat, I'm alive inside. Faster, smoother, chasing grace, every lap a brand new race. Learning splash, the lights ignite, learning balance day and night. Every loss just lights the flame to rise again and love the game. No rival too strong, no line too thin. We lose, we learn, we go again. Push to the limit but never betray the code of honor that guides our way. Lap after lap, still standing tall, driven by heart, respecting all, grateful for the ride, the thrill, the soul, fair play forever. That's the goal.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First time that I have it that I overslept a stream. Brought the kiddo to bed and fell asleep together with him. So yeah, that's why the delay. This week I am thinking, at least, I will be only doing race C, and yeah, I had Charlie setting a lap time just under 2 minutes 23 seconds. This is now the personal goal that I want to reach. Yeah, enter the evening, Charlie. Sorry for the delay. I fell asleep. But now I'm here and aiming for your lap time. This will be my benchmark this week. Don't know if I can make it overall, but if I make it, then I think the week shall be a success. I tried 1 lap, or I tried 2 laps with the gamepad. That's the time you see, 27. I'm not sure if I can improve. But the thing I see is that we don't have all of the cars now. Could it be that Gran Turismo listened and at least took out the meta cars? Interesting setup, gotta say. Charlie, are you racing this evening? Can I expect to meet you on the track? FR cars allowed. Okay, that's the reason. See, I did not saw this setting. Yeah, the people are... We're getting sick as well. But no, it feels at least somewhat refreshing. Not having to see and look at the same cars over and over again. How was Monday for you, mate? Does make for a good race for once. I agree. I agree. They could also do it that every week they just randomly take out some cars. No special rules. Or maybe if they say if you use the, I don't know, Scirocco, you get double the points or something, or double the credits. Like incentivize the diversity somehow. Okay. Gaining 1.5 seconds. I need 3 more. Quick exit. I'm reaching my limits in terms of, yeah, just reaching the limits for the lap. I think we'll be able to gain 2 seconds maybe. I know that in this turn is a lot of time that I can gain once I manage to avoid the wall. I had it many times to fly off exactly in this turn. This lap started out bad. I'll go out to enroll for the race and then do the qualifying. Stay tight. Yeah, I'm trying. Somehow I'm missing the turning points. Let me take the Aston Martin as well. Brake at 100 meter, third gear. Yeah, I was imagining to barely keep the tires on the track and cutting the green part extremely. Like as we were laying in the bed and the kiddo started sleeping, I was having the track before my inner eye. Like, you know, when the downhill ski takes place, you have the skiers, like visualizing the track. That's what I was trying to do, but I don't think I came I did not manage to make a whole lap in my mind. I fell asleep as well. A nice looking car. It doesn't feel quick for now, but I'd say it takes probably 10-12 laps. To get used to the markers. Maybe more, maybe one race, we'll see. Let me for a second focus on the track. Second corner, 100 meter mark again. Huge difference in this in the line here. Hey Dre, good day to you, mate. Brake too early here. Feels like half a second is lying there. How are you, Dre? Yeah, definitely. Definitely seeing space for improvement. Second and a half is what I need to catch you. Second corner, brake at 100-meter mark into second, hit apex. Come out in third again. Yeah, the S I was thinking on lifting. Yeah, it's just all of it. Charlie, you are describing just a good flow of the. Yeah, like just. Yeah. Yeah. As you have written it, when I imagine it, it's just a very fluent line through the corners. That again comes down to doing it in a race to realize it. At least one car we saw last stream try to avoid the sixth gear. Yo, MD, good evening. How are you doing? MB, congrats on your lap time here. I saw the rankings, you are very high up. Being a threat to Charlie's time, not so far off. There we go. E10. Do I have to pit? I was unaware of the fact that I have to pit. But thank you, you saved the race maybe. say for now it's going good. Yeah, it was going good. It was going very good. Evening, Darren. How was your planking, mate? How many seconds or minutes did you have? And you are welcome, of course. I was planning on returning sooner, but I fell asleep. And of course, thank you for the like. Thank you for stopping by. Your eyeball is effed. Why is that? "92 seconds are 90 seconds too much, or would be too much for myself." Pretty disappointed about this race. Darren, were you racing only Daily C? Gotta remember to avoid the curb here. Maybe enter in third gear after the bridge. Okay. Can't really remember what the track was when I was in your stream. To be fair, I was only for a short period of time in there. It's always a too long race being in last place. It's the fair thing to do. I think you should be able to get a much better result out of it. At least by just... If you raise the... If you manage to keep it clean. Not that you are a dirty driver, but if you manage to stay away from traffic, I think it should be a good race. This is my first, so this one is totally, yeah, just trash. And I need to work as well on my starting position, aka qualifying time. Feels like something in the eye I'm reading. Hey Carter, good evening mate. How are you feeling today? I am happy to hear that you are okay. I was getting the kid to sleep, then fell asleep myself, then jumped straight away into the race and wrecked it for some reason. But yeah, overall I'm good. Just a bit how can I put it, not pleased with the start of the stream and my performance, but next race should be better. Just sorry that you guys have to watch this empty race. It's like a qualifying session. MD said pit in lap 5. This is me listening to MD. Wait till your eye falls out. One minute off. And my time gap is increasing dramatically. Guys, I'm gonna invest the time in the qualifying rather than in catching up to something I can't even catch. Use the time smarter. MD, weren't you saying pit lap number 5? I thought I read something. I was on the mediums. Charlie said it, sorry. Yeah, Charlie was saying it, sorry. Yeah, let's try again. First mistake uncovered. That can go much quicker, it feels. We start on hards. Yeah, I will be near the back for sure. Interesting strategies. But it makes sense to use the mediums to stay ahead, fill the gap, and then carry it on the hards over the finish line. For now, I'm aiming to improve the lap time to at least come into the 23 seconds realm, and then we talk about strategy again. I agree, MD hards are very predictable. But I don't mind having the mediums as well. Evening, Mox. Welcome in. Mox, tell us about your day at work. For how long were you able to nap today? Probably it could be that I'm very close to the 22s this time around. Still a bit more is needed, but yeah, last turn is deciding it. Yes, yes, yes. Go, go, go. Go quicker. Go quicker. Yes. Yes. Where did we land? You're right. Monday is the only free day for you. I forgot. Sorry for that. Okay. 22s are definitely more competitive. Let's now try the cheat. Thank you, Mox. I did not expect to land there. Mox, you learn that the malfunction is the new normal. Yeah, MD, exactly. Too bad that the time comparison isn't shown. As for the gap to the post car. Point in finishing it. MD, that is wild. That is wild, but I can imagine such a state of exhaustion. The only comparable thing for me was that I was driving to work, having the kid with me in the car, and just not realizing I need to drop him off in the kindergarten. And then once I pass one bridge, it's straight into traffic. Then I had to go through the traffic, back again to the kindergarten, and again through the same route. Took me maybe half an hour more than usually. Or I was one day as well working from the home office, dropping the kid off at kindergarten, and after kindergarten with my wife in the car, I was going right to my workplace instead of left towards my home. Yeah, sleep, not always underrated, but you can't. Sorry, can't go without sleep for long. I had a few days on 3 hours of sleep, maybe a tiny bit less. But after 2 days, you're just crashed. Did not make it. Did not make it. E7. I think I'm gonna risk every position just in order to not spin out and not ruin the race for me and anybody else. And I forgot to switch to the hard tires. Probably that's why I had a good start last race, because of the mediums. Everybody else must have been on the hards. Key is to not be alone, right? Almost did it again. Oops, I almost did it again. Diving seems to be okay in this race. The last race was there was a guy entering the pits. This is a post office race. Everybody is sending it. Go to the box. I will protect my inside line this time around more than usual. That will mean I'm due for a pit stop in lap 5 again. I think this race has the potential to become a new Dragon Trail Gardens. Yeah, that was the name. Like once you figure out the track and everything, I just feel here it could be that we can grind some DR points. Felt like a very bad ass turn, but still catching up. Can only mean that the one in front is having his struggles as well with the tires. Possibly even with the track, just like me. Grip on the last lap, Mox, that's too much to ask for. Sorry, MD was riding it. Sorry, the monitor too far away again. Do you think the fuel difference makes, or the change in fuel amounts for such a difference in driving behavior? Hey Jerry, welcome in. How was your Monday so far? I think being on the mediums, it will be better for me to hit one lap earlier, so at the end of lap number 4. Just got home. You need to remind me where you're located. Are you in Australia or the UK? Gotta be the UK, I think, right? Inbound for the pit stop. Okay, Uncle Shady was on the hearts from the US. Okay, very sorry. Not long ago I was asleep. I'm actually having a list from you guys. I'm trying to make a list to remember from where you guys are. Some of you I can remember, I can memorize. Unfortunately not all of you, but that's why the list. To help my old brain work. The hard tires feel so much worse. I hope there are still some cars in the field that need to pit. Taking back what I said, maybe even pitting in lap 6 with the mediums. Somehow I'm dropping positions. I'm missing missing the grip. Was not expecting it to be like this. Congrats, Jerry. Ooh, saved it there. Hi Andy, good evening. Thank you for the like. Thank you as well for greeting all the good people in the chat. You are one of them being good. Hope you're doing well today. Look at this, guys. P1 and 2 just now pitting on the mediums. Is there anybody in the pits? Not one car. I pace dropped extremely on the hard tires. So not proud of it. package just in front. Would be nice if I can reach them to get some of that slipstream. Emerald GT or Sean, thank you very much for you dropping into the chat. Thank you for that kind message. Yeah, we try to stay clean here to show respect, but it's not really always possible. But for the most part, but thank you once again for dropping in. I appreciate it very much. Too bad that we can't land any points in this race. I think the spread for the next race could be starting on the hard tires, pitting very early, and then staying out for long on the mediums. Incredible. The pace was not too bad in the beginning until the pit stop. After that, this dropped. It just dropped. Hey, we made some credits. Sorry, Andy, just now seeing your message. I am good as well. Thank you very much. Diana Moses being called out dirty. Dive bombed us after the bridge. Yeah, nobody would expect me to pit 4 times. Take care, Andy. Thank you for stopping by. We'll see you in the chat, probably from other streams tomorrow. Probably not gonna do for too long. Not gonna do the stream for too long. But it's nice to get dialed in on the races early on, to have it somewhat click. And tomorrow should be better. You just improved 22.4. That is good. That is really good. Probably he's making it. Explain us how. Fill us in. Charlie, where did you get the most time out now? This long right turn gets me every time by not knowing where the apex of that turn is. Hi Ozzy, good morning mate. This lap is gone. No idea. Okay, that's one way to improve the lap time. Why do you think you've been banned? Insane. What code, or do you think that is something that they like analyzed from a few days before? Some of your behavior? You know what? I'm not gonna write "we are live." Do not embarrass ourselves. Charlie, is there any way to like know what caused it? Code of conduct is just maybe too wide of a term. Or was it something you have a slight idea on what it was? That's too bad, man. 7 days are a long time. Why? May or may not. Nice drift though. Will maybe be staying out for longer. The hard tires. It seems the cars I'm surrounded by also have the hard compound. Don't know what that was. I know what it was, I don't know why. We are back in the last place, at the last place again. Meters too early. Okay, could be. But still, since he landed in the wall. He braked minus 20 meters too early. Hey Motley, I don't lay any hopes into the race. For now it's just figuring out the track, the car, the pace, everything. The A mark in the asphalt. A triangle. Thanks for the tip, MD. Worked. Hang out. Charlie, can that be, is there any workaround for that? Like using a second account or something? Because it's too bad having such a lap time, not being able to utilize it now. Aussie, that is true, but for it to be true, you need to have a decent pace. Start in the front. I know you have it. I don't have it for now. I hope it will get better. But the race feels good. in terms of duration, strategic. Like there is some strategy to it. I need to learn to pronounce the word strategy. It's a tongue twister. It's always good when you can see the track in front of you. MD was the letter hand signed. Well done, Ozzy. Well done. I can't remember winning here at any point. Isol, muchas gracias. It was a hard race and get banned. Maybe the race designer was in the chat not having it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey Tunity. Nice, you are on as well. Welcome in. How was your Monday so far? Let's pit now. Okay, but still, for saying it was a hard race is a bit too much. Yeah, Charlie was naughty. was thinking on taking the speed. In the end, I only took the grass. Yeah, I'm trying to monthly, trying to. But being cautious, because the first 2 races were not that good, especially the first one. Spun out multiple times. The race for the points is on. Hi Forza. Welcome in, mate. Hope you're doing good today. Once you go over the curb, it's very risky to come back on the track. Because the car starts to bounce uncontrollably, depending on the angle you're at. Currently, is there any way to battle this? This ban of yours? And second question, do they prolong your PSN membership for 7 days? Final lap. No, they don't. That's not good. should be enough to keep the place. But the unnecessary collision. Somebody in the points decided to end the race. Less pressure, more fun. In some cases this is true. Not in my case though. I had to start somewhere in the midfield and finish last 2 times. The Croat saying I didn't watch out, but still he managed to win. Avoiding getting a hit race by race. Thanks, Ozzy. Tired. Thanks, Matley. Also think it was a good race, but I still don't feel I have the pace. I don't feel I'm able to compete for the top 5 at least. Maybe it's the car color I'm choosing. Let's try to get one more decent lap in, one more race, and it will be enough for today. Waking up early, as all of you are. But the decision was good to start on the hards. Maybe I could go one lap quicker or earlier into the pits to switch to the mediums. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. At least by the end of the week, I should be able to be and to say that I'm confident on the track. Especially because the track is not new to me. Maybe just the combo, the car. So less variables to fix. Yeah. That's the thing I need to avoid. That's right. Darren, here are fireworks for your win, since we can't use it on my stream. So by not holding the wheel, the car recovers itself. And with my input, it just crashes. Are they? Where did you start? Or from what position did you start? Nielsen, good evening to you. Waving hands to Denmark. How are you, mate? It's been quite a time that I saw you. I saw you in other chats, but you are mostly racing in lobbies, so was not able to interact with you, mate. Hope you're doing good. We just drop into Ruff's stream. No way. I just got a message, Darum, you know Ruff Wizard. I got a pop-up message that he is streaming, opened up the stream and it says streamed 2 weeks ago. So YouTube doing its thing. Switching to the hearts again. Respect for those who can drive clean. I'll take it. Insane that Wind is able to do so. It's not like he is with me in the race. Yeah, wondering as well about the Palace logo. Turismo. Let's go. Profile picture. Cause them to go into the wall. Only fair thing to do is to wait. dangerous hands are pushing us forward. Now the pressure is off at least. Let's try the strategy with pitting lap 1. Yeah, Charlie, I think Ozzy is right, but there is a video on YouTube on how to make it quick. And it's like 1 hour playtime you need to invest. Before you unlock sports mode. When I'm next streaming, it's gonna be Wednesday. It's always in 2 days time from stream to stream. And if I'm not able to make it for some reason, I try to notify everybody on Discord. But yeah, mostly every 2 days. Aussie MD, I was thinking about the same, but people in Australia, I suppose, can drive as well. Aussie at least, he's having very good lap times. I think, Aussie, you are on this track with your American account, somewhere in my top 5 friends list. But I'm interested on your feedback on the experience once you have it, once you race in on the level that you are. I would like to say that in Europe the races are more clean. But my only reference are mixed races. When I see the Japanese people bumping into each other, overall, into everybody. Did I say Chinese? I meant Japanese. Hey Jazz, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope everything is fine. I only lost DR twice on the USA account, and that's starting from the back. But Ozzy, did you have it had it as well that even though you are racing and winning, your driver rating gets not updated? I had this on the Australian account. Like 5 races in a row, I was P1, and my driver rating was not affected by it. But we're getting paid to watch YouTube. That's nice. That's a good job. A good job indeed. Sounds like a dream job, Matley. Yeah, maybe we go for a second pit stop. I don't expect any points again from this race, probably P16. I also did not watch one race today or any streams due to having too much work this time or today. Boasting should be fired immediately. Like, or the one programming the ghosting. Head of the ghosting department. Drive it like you stole it. Yeah, it's running empty on gas then. Ozzy, good luck for when you start. I hope you manage to get better results out of it than I do. There's no racing till Friday. That's a long way to go, but Charlie, it seems, won't have any races for 1 week. So we're not alone. Yeah, that's pretty much where I find myself, Jazz. Reaching B, no problem. Staying in B, no problem. But then it gets yeah, tough. Jazz and MD is still working towards to be good. But essentially it's good when it's when you measure yourself against yourself. Even if it's a fractional improvement. And I think it's quite a learning process as well. No matter what resources you're using, be it racing or yeah, like kind of studying it. Watching others, following the ghost. All roads lead to Rome. But it's quite the process. Guys, if you just drop your driver rating a tiny bit, then you hang out in the lobbies with only B drivers and then you don't struggle anymore. I don't remember what week it was, maybe the week before or the last week, that where I intentionally wanted to drop a lot of DR points just to experience a win again. Because it plays a bit with my head when I'm only losing, so like when I'm not even able to compete for points. And when I say points, I mean P8 or better than P8. But then again, thanks to the matching system or the system for Gran Turismo, you land in the class or you land in the lobby with drivers your skill, your pace. MD, I have to say the tires don't feel bad at all at this stage. I only see my pace is dropping. But the feel on the wheel is good. Ooh, there was stuff going on down there. It looked like a car crashing, but it seems it was just aggressive steering input. We see the same guy winning. over and over again. Congrats to him. Let me catch up with the chat. Charlie, so you are going for the second account? Or for the new account? Make sure to add us in case something similar happens in the future, so we have you in the friends list. MD, it was experience, and if we can learn something from it, then it's good. I learned today that I have to learn, and although the last time the track was around, it was with the Group 3 cars. I loved it back then because I had probably enough track time to learn it. Now it's just, I think always with the Group 4 cars you have to nail every corner, every turn, especially here, since after every turn you have a very long straight following. That always reminds you on how important it is to carry the speed with you, and it's the thing I just now lack for some reason. And I think tomorrow I will be probably racing offline, training, so to say. And my goal or aim will be to dial myself in with the hard tire compound, and then try to strat on starting on the hards, pitting in lap 6, I think it was. Then switching to the mediums and getting the best out of the rest of the race. Yeah, let me just check again the lap times. Yeah, Aussie is having out of the chat. Oh no, Darum is the leading one, then Charlie. Then Aussie, then we have Mox. Yeah, this lap time should be improved by at least half a second, I think. So I hope somewhere to be in the ranks of Aussie Puck or American Puck on this account. Not gonna cry about it, but need to do better here. Need to do better. Okay, champions, I'm off to do a livery before the stream, so good luck racing and stay safe. Same to you, Aussie. Thank you for stopping by. I will be sleeping very soon, so won't be able to join the stream, but I can rewatch it always. The workplace allows it. Good night, Mudley, as well. Just seeing the message, I need to do something about that monitor and about the chat as well. It's too far to my left, and how many degrees would that be? 45 degrees, somewhere around that. Yeah, just not a viewing angle suited the best for reading. But guys, I think I am gonna call it a night. Go jump straight into bed. In 5.5 hours, it's the wake-up call. MD would have been proud of me. Took time out thinking he wanted to pick me. Box took Tom out. Were we in a race? Or was that another Tom? Unity, good night, mate. Thank you for being in the chat. Have a good night's sleep. Yeah, 2 hours are a lot. If you don't have enough sleep to... Oh. I used to sleep on my way at work when I stopped at a red light. Those 10 seconds of closed eyes were heaven. First time I met you on this track. No way, do you have the replay? I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Yeah, MD, it was with the Group 3 cars, right? I think I remember it. That's when I first time used my livery that Aussie made for me on the M6. Yeah, if you find it, drop it there. And it's always nice to... It makes sense to save every race just because of this. Who knows who everybody met on the track? Like, who met each other? And with what circumstances? Thank you, Esol. Thank you very much. I'm gonna sleep. I see you guys in the next one. Will be probably Wednesday evening, if nothing changes. If it does, I'll let you know on the Discord. I always forget to save my replays. It's 2 presses on the X away, so... But... there are always new races to... No, you know what? It's bad not saving it. Like, not bad. It's... You maybe miss out on some nice moments you would like to rewatch. But maybe trying to have it in a muscle memory. My replays are flooded. I normally don't use them. If I rewatch it, then it's right after the race to analyze my driving, or just to know if somebody punted me on purpose or not. I think overall I as well can just delete them. Good night, Jazz. Thank you for being here. Nice to have had you in the chat. Okay. Learning English again. Yeah, MD, you had that I'm searching for the English word for terrible deletion of the library. But yeah, jumping out of the seat, I leave the stream running for a few minutes for you guys to say good night to each other, best wishes, all of that, and I see you around next stream Wednesday. Till then, bye, good night, take care, stay safe.